now or never, I can't look back. It's mine forever, the record is stacked. It's like the Letterman team on my back. The time is now or never, I'm making it count. Counting the times they counted me out. Straight out the mud, I'm making it out. I gotta get it, the time is now. Sheesh.
Hey, listen. We all been there. We even the savviest of veterans in the game, Cam, has forgot to pot the mics up, has forgot to
Who?
connect the headsets,
Who?
has forgot to hit record for a podcast, has forgot to connect with the interviews. Not me, but other savvy vets in the game. RIP my man Super Snake, Kevin McCain, my guy,
Poor Snake.
every morning when you look in the mirror, Cam, just know that even the savviest, even the greatest, the goats, the legends, they've all forgot to hit record. They've all forgot to hit send. They've all forgot to pot the mic up on the board.
We did really good, Chili. We did this show for 20-something weeks straight. Didn't
27.
Really? We did this show for 27 weeks straight. Didn't miss a beat. Didn't miss a week. I was sick. You were sick. Traveling back. All the above. And then, Lord and behold, we miss a week because Cam forgot to hit the record button a few weeks ago. I apologize to our guests. This is real. This is the intro to the show. I'm not cutting this just so we're clear.
No, for sure. Hey, and you shouldn't, because the reality is the problem is
it was a long day, and I was already running back. I was running back from the ballpark, and I was like, Chili, we got to do this tonight. No, we can't wait till midnight to take this shit. We got to do it tonight. I'm going to be there at 8:20, be ready to go. We got 15 minutes. We did it 15 minutes, and what happened?
Hey,
got the most simplest steps.
And that was our short show too. That was our short show. Like, that wasn't even the full 40 minutes. The 40 minutes of Cam and Chili going bonkers. That was the short show. That was only like 23 minutes. That was tough. I was surprised. Listen. Like I said,
you were surprised. I was surprised. How come you don't have a backup? Why don't we got a better system for this? Why don't you record it too? That way we got to check it in.
It won't let me. It won't let me.
Well, I guess I got to figure that out. Anyways, that's enough embarrassing Cam for tonight. Welcome into another edition of Dropping Dimes. I'm Cam. That's Chili. We had two guests on. It was a couple of weeks ago where we skipped a week, and we had two guests on that we're going to get back on at some point. I got to call and apologize to some coaches. Man, of course, it's the week where the coaches the next day, hey, where's the interview?
Oh, man, it's so
I had to do research. I go to my guys, hey, why didn't it get posted? Well, Cam, the file you sent us was 3 seconds long.
Oh, man, that's brutal. Hey, we got a heater of an interview coming up.
You want me to
week.
let him in?
Oh, you want to let?
But real quick, I'm going to have Chili introduce our guests here in just a moment. But Chili, real quick, when you think back on the high school state championships, what comes to mind in basketball?
Sunny Slope. That's it. That's what comes to mind. What they accomplished this year, the feat that they accomplished this year, winning this open division championship, absolutely incredible. There's some teams that didn't want no part of that. Some teams didn't want no part of it. They wanted out. They said, no, it's too much. We can't. No, there's a lot of teams. No, there's not just one team. I'm not saying there's just one team. There's a handful of teams. We want out. We don't want no part of this. We can't compete with Sunny Slope. We can't compete with Millennium. They got too many future NBAers. Sunny Slope got this absolute dog. No, Millennium got some future NBAers too. St. Mary's got future NBAers.
You left the other team out. St. Mary.
I was getting to St. Mary's.
Okay.
And their future number one draft pick. Shout out to Jacob Saliga, who posted that and wrote an article about that. Basha, that backcourt is too tough. The laser kid is too mean. And forget about it. Sunny Slope, them boys is going crazy over there. Hey, and I can't wait. I can't wait to chop it up with the kid. We got the most valuable player, an absolute monster,
Well, hold
an
on. Before you
absolute
introduce
nightmare
him,
for.
before you let's run through some
But
winners.
Sunny
All right.
Slope is what I think. Sunny Slope is
Yeah.
what I think about. Sunny Slope is what I think about. Shout out to Coach Portella. I gotta show him some love. I've been following his program pretty religiously for a long time. The Elijah Saunders, the Oakland Fort days, and what he's done there, absolutely special over there at Sunny Slope. I think that that is an incredibly run program at a place where, man, you know, everybody expects like the Brophies to be great, the Perrys to be great with recent history. Corona del Sol had their run. Shadow Mountain with what Mike Bibby brought back over there. People forget, like they overlook, and
Well, you're
we're gonna
telling me
get to some of these
they
champions.
overlook some Central Phoenix schools and two of them won state titles. And I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool.
Two of them,
Two of
two,
them, two of them. All right,
two of them,
let's
two
run through
piece.
some winners here. Let's start with the girls 4A state title. You got Mesquite beating Paradise Honors 39-38. That game came down to the wire. I actually watched the end of that game here in studio the other night. That was a really good game. Shout out to Raymond Kellis High School. They beat Horizon for the 5A title on the girls' side, 52-40 to final. That game was pretty good. I saw a lot of people tweeting about that on Friday night. Then you have the girls 6A game where Valley Vista beats Highland 69-31. Valley Vista, a little upset right there. Highland had a phenomenal year,
They did
too, as
good.
well, kind of their road to the 6A championship game. Valley Vista, of course, has been well known to have very good girls basketball teams year in and year out. And then finally, in the open division, you got Millennium holds off O'Connor High School 58 to 58-52. The final, O'Connor had knocked off number one seed Perry, the favorites to get there. Millennium kind of can ran the table too as well. Canyon View, by the way, made it all the way to the semis, but Millennium, your state champs on the girls' side in the open division. Let's do the four. Let's do the boys before we get to Sunny Slope. All right, Chili. And listen, I'll say this: it's so cool to see those games at the Madhouse, isn't it? Isn't
No,
it
for
awesome?
sure. Hey,
Listen, I'm
that
surprised
place
that
is
building.
legendary.
It's legendary, Chili, but the building works. I heard the AC was pumping. The crowds were awesome. Like this old building. Last time I was there last year, I didn't go to any games this year. I watched a bunch of them on TV. But the last time I was like looking up at the ceiling, like, this thing gonna hold together, man? Where are these
Oh
ceilings?
man, stop
They
it,
got some roof
stop it.
tiles missing, but the building rocks, and I just think that's really cool.
Nah, hey, that place is special, man. And I know that that's like a historical landmark here in the state of Arizona,
Yeah,
somewhat,
it
right?
is.
Because that's where the Suns played ball. And you know what amazes me is with all the complaints about like DFA, nobody ever complains about the Madhouse, and that place been up like forever
Well,
and a
yeah,
day.
Chili, because they only hold a handful of games there. You're not trying to run a D1 program out of the madhouse year round and be like, hey, come play basketball at
But the
ASU.
way
By the way, we play at the Mad. DFA is like the madhouse in college basketball. Okay.
no,
It's the same equivalent. It's like, hey, Bobby Hurley's trying to recruit on a budget. Plus, they got to show him hey man, we got duct tape holding together our arena, just so we're clear. But they're gonna
dang,
fix they're
come
gonna
on,
fix DFA.
easy,
They're gonna fix DFA. All
easy.
right, in the 4A side, Arcadia, their first title in program history, 57-51 over Deer Valley. Listen, Deer Valley's developed such a great basketball program out there. They seem to always be in contention, right? Shout out to Arcadia. They just seem to have that special magic this year when it came to basketball. Really cool to see the Titans kind of get the job done there after falling short in football. 5A is what a lot of people are talking about. Central, not in the open, fell back down to the 5A bracket. They beat Mountain Point to go back to back in 5A, back to back 5A champs, Central High School, 62-53, beating Mountain Point. Listen, say what you want about all the drama at the beginning of the playoffs. And I'm sure if you know social media, watching this show, you kind of know how everything went down. But for a Phoenix Union school to win back-to-back state titles in anything, much less basketball, as competitive as it is, deserves to be celebrated. Really cool for Central High School to win the 5A title. When we had them in studio last year after they won their first championship, which I thought was awesome. Coach is great, but it's really cool to see them go back to back. A lot of those kids talked about doing that. and they lived up to the hype. Perry, not in the Open this year, fell to the 6A bracket. They lose to Liberty 69-65 in overtime. Liberty, your state basketball champs. No Koa Pete. First time in 4 years, the Pumas not state titles. And then here we go. The Open Division title game. St. Mary's, who beat Millennium on a last-second shot in the semis in what many are calling one of the greatest basketball games ever played here to advance to the title game. Sunny Slope beat Bash in the semis, so you had Sunny Slope, St. Mary's in the Open finals. And let me tell you, Sunny Slope, the better team, in my eyes, wire to wire, with a 60-51 win. The Vikings are your Open Division state titles over St. Mary's. And I don't know if a lot of people had that game going that way. Now, Chili, cue your intro.
Hey, one of the ballinest ballers in the state of Arizona, the super talented phenom over there from Sunny Slope, the one and only Mr. MVP himself, Ryder Portella, Colorado commit too.
Mr. MVP. Hey, Ryder, man, tilt that. There we go, man. We see your face.
Hey, he's 6'6". Be easy.
Give it up, Mr. MVP.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, Ryder, Cameron Cox, 12 News. Hey, you know Chili. Hey, Chili.
A little bit.
Does the MVP get some shoes, man?
Yeah, hey, Ryder knows what the game's about.
Okay. All right, there we go.
Hey, Ryder, I out the gate, since Cam brought it up, I got to know, over the course of your career, the shoe game's changed a little bit in terms of comfort, how they're made. Is there any shoe that like really stood out to you that you enjoyed wearing the most, that you found yourself kind of gravitating towards? Because me personally, when I was balling rec, I would wear a lot of Kyrie's. I thought that Kyrie's were pretty slick when you had this deal with Nike. What did you like?
Not those shoes, not anything you were wearing, Chili.
Oh, man, get out of here.
Just kidding.
You love Kyrie.
Calm
down.
For me personally, I like the Donovan Mitchells. I'm kind of an Adidas guy a little bit.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Don got a nice shoe.
Do you have any of those back there, Chili? All no, that's the one pair you don't have.
I actually don't. Listen.
We got him.
Hey, listen, man. I'm more of a Nike guy. But I do know that Adidas has come a long way with a lot of the stuff that they've done with the James Hardens, the Dame Lillards, all those shoes. So I know Adidas has done a lot of good stuff. Hey, Ryder, talk to me, man. The season, the way that it unfolded, everybody thought that we were going to get this Millennium 3 match. Now, when you were at Chaparral, and I guess you kind of get to see the end of that game, how did that prepare you for the game that you had yourself coming up? And what was going through your mind, like, as when you saw that 3 going?
Honestly, I was watching it under the hoop a little bit, and I kind of ran on the court a little bit thinking, how did this happen? Because honestly, like, anyone who was there could attest to that. It was just, what an insane shot by Mick. I'm not going to lie. It was kind of insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're obviously talking about the semifinal game playing right before you guys. So like what was the change? You had to quickly be like, all right, here we go, right?
We kind of had to change up our game plan a little bit, because honestly, we kind of wanted to prepare for that next game, but then we had to lock in for that Basha game. And luckily we were able to get it out, but in overtime, I wish we kind of finished it in just 4 quarters, nothing too much, unfortunately.
Ryder, take us through making the Open, the championship game, winning the title. Just what did it mean? What does it mean to be an Open Division state championship winner?
Honestly, this year, really, it's kind of tested all the work our team really put in. Like, the last couple of years we lost. We kind of had some we kind of just had some things going on. And really, I think this year was really us showing kind of how much work we really put in, and like what we did together. We could put all our differences aside, and I think this is really showed this year, especially in that Open over winter break, like going to those both tournaments and this one, and just being able to win it all. We just kind of just showed how much work and how prepared we were.
Hey, over the past few years, you've been able to watch Perry's dominance, and it seems like you guys took something from that and were able to kind of employ that yourselves. What did you take from what you saw over the course of the 3 years prior to this season?
Anger, frustration, and they were ready, Chili.
Hey, y'all
100%.
weren't playing around. It wasn't games like those wars versus Millennium, St. Mary's. Like, what did you take? How did you exact this all out this year?
Honestly, for me, I feel like it gave me a lot of confidence going to those big games, really, because I was able to play against some of those guys in club and just being able to play against, like, honestly, bigger guys in club. It gave me this confidence going into those bigger school games to where, honestly, I could just kind of do me, really. And it kind of really showed this year, like St. Mary's first game, having 19 points, being able to do everything, really. Millennium both times, and then like all the way through the open, being able just to kind of prove myself, really, and just show and kind of just show out to everyone that Sunny Slope is the real deal, and kind of a great example of that.
I'm gonna ask you about the state game, what you saw, what you felt in just a second. But do you have a favorite moment outside of winning state from this year?
Honestly, probably I'd have to say the best part would honestly just be one of those practices, like the last practice before we'd go to state. We would play this game called passing tag with my team, and it's always fun just being able to like get a little bit of fun in before we really have to dial in. And I think it's just one of those times where we really bond as a team. And honestly, you could ask any other player on Sunday Slope, and that's really one of the best moments because we really just kind of get to show each other how really fast and agile we really are.
Passing tag. Chili, did you play that? Was how does this work? Can,
No.
can you explain it to us? Right? How does it work?
It's a little like the team is split up onto two teams, and you're not allowed to dribble. You're only allowed to pass, and it's kind of exactly like tag. You have to tag the other team, and you get 1 minute. And Florida basketball actually does it with a and because the coach actually came from Slope, so I think he was able to take that from Coach Dan Mannix, so a long time ago.
Man, you know what, right? The coach is tricking you. That's just another way to say start doing conditioning. Hey, well, it's like it's fun, but
Yeah.
that's just like a new way of saying suicides. Get on the baseline.
Hey, but
Hey,
at least it's fun though. At least it's fun.
hey, listen. I know that every team has their level of confidence, which borders on arrogance and stuff sometimes. At what point did you guys realize, like, hey, listen, we're nationally good. We're not just Arizona good. We can compete with all these other teams. I saw you guys competing with like Bosco and all those schools. Like, at what point were you like, hey, listen, we can chase some of these national rankings too?
Honestly, it was after I think we kind of our first loss. It was the second game of the season. We played Redondo Union, and we kind of didn't live up to the expectation of ourselves. And we kind of knew from there, like, and we barely even lost too. And it was just like we knew what we were capable of, and that's where we went on that like 20 game winning streak all the way, and we all the way through winter where we won those two tournaments. And honestly, that was kind of a big surprise to all of us, especially playing like that level competition. We didn't really expect that, but then that confidence grew and grew, and being able just to kind of really show that our team was like that, and we were able to kind of show everyone else that we were like Adidas, everyone who was watching, just really who we are and like what we're capable of.
Yeah, I mean it's really cool to think about when you look back at your season. Two wins over St. Mary's, a win over Millennium. I mean, some of the biggest games of the year in high school basketball. Sunny Slope right there in the middle of it and getting a win too as well. Now to the state game. What was your favorite part? What are you going to remember most when you think about that evening and that night? What are you going to remember?
Honestly, I'd probably say the end of it where we were slowly coming back, and honestly, there was that fourth quarter where we were able to get those rebounds. Weren't boxing out, and just being able to get those two putbacks, which really kind of sealed the game, I feel like. And it kind of just showed how hard we really worked. And that was one thing we had to really work on this year was getting to the offensive glass because we knew we were bigger than really most teams we were going to play. And luckily that we kind of really did that game with especially me as an example of you see 17 rebounds, which is kind of crazy, but not just myself, but my entire team. We kind of share the ball a little bit, and I think rebounding is one way where we really do share the ball, and each guy gets to show like what they're capable of.
Was that the final number? I knew it was more than 10. Did you end up with 17 rebounds in the
Yes, sir.
state
That's what
title
it
game?
said. Yes, sir. That's what it said. I had
Come on,
more
man.
rebounds than
Gee,
points.
more
It's
rebounds. Do you, so like do is there one that sticks out? Like is there one where you like we got this game?
Honestly, yeah, it was when we got the jump ball. It was kind of late in the fourth quarter. We got the jump ball, and luckily the possession arrow pointed towards us, and Delton passed it out underneath the rim to Darius, and Darius decided to take uh, Cam Williams onto a ISO. Luckily, Cam blocked it, and I was literally just right there, being able to grab the ball and just shoot a little lefty layup. And I think I just started laughing down the court.
Hey,
That's cool.
a lot of you guys, get a lot of the press, a lot of the clippings, a lot of the juice, the interviews. Yourself, Iderin, Wobington. But listen, there's always somebody on the team, a younger guy, a scrappy guy that earns his trust. Who are some of these guys that we should be looking out for down the road for Sunny Slope?
Honestly, right now we just to start from like the top, we have a guy named Nash Parmalee. He's not really known as much as like everyone else, but he works just as hard. He's able to shoot the like living crap out of the ball.
Yeah.
He's going to Harvey Mudd right now, and he works his butt off. He's getting better at defending everything. He rebounds his butt off, and I feel like people should really look out for him. And then some other
Okay.
guys, like we kind of had a decent amount of seniors this year,
Yeah.
but then we had some
Who
other guys. Like we have a
who
freshman named Linus
ooh, Linus.
Turner.
Turner.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
He's going to be really good. Like we're kind of getting on him since we're older and he's a little younger. He's still got like a lot of room to go, but he's really good though. Like he's always there. If we go over anything on like the other team we're going to play, he's going to be their guy, kind of
Oh,
just
wow. Okay.
doing whatever the other guy is, and he just has like all the stuff he needs right now, and he just got to grow and got to get a little bigger, and I think he's going to be great later down the line.
Chili, you were listening. Who's the big guy? I'm drawing a blank on. Starts with a W. Big.
Darius Wovington.
That's
Oh
Wobington.
man, let me tell you. When y'all first played, I think it was St. Mary's, maybe Millennium. One of those games. He dunked the ball. I thought the rim was coming with him. He threw the ball down so hard. I thought the rim, I think it was St. Mary's early on in the year. I can't, one of those games. But he dunked the ball so hard, I thought the rim was coming with him.
I
One of
know.
yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah, he barely even has to jump to get to be able to
Exactly.
dunk.
What a name, too. What a name.
Yes, sir.
Ryder, how about you and your dad this year? Just how special has it been, one to play for him and to cap it off together? What were the conversations like on the ride home?
Honestly, just talk about the year a little bit. It was a lot of up and downs. Luckily, we had a lot of guys just being like who were confident, and I kind of had to take a smaller role, which I was happy to do. Like a defender, I was able just to guard the best guy on the other team, and I kind of loved that. My dad really kind of helped me that. Like that's what it's gonna kind of get me on the floor in college, and I really believe in that in the next couple years. But especially after that game, it was just insane. Like there's a picture of us like on each other's backs walking off, and it was exciting. I couldn't really cry in his arms as much because I
Sure.
didn't want to look like too much of a baby in front of him.
Yeah. Did you cry?
Hey,
Yes, sir, I
You
did.
did cry. There we
I love
go.
that.
It's
I love
okay.
that.
Dude, you guys accomplished something great. And it's hard to do. You know what I mean? And most fathers and sons don't get that kind of time together. It's just it's neat. It's pretty cool.
Hey, you kind of lived the dream. A lot of kids, a lot of kids for the most part, they want to play for their dad and win a championship with
Mhm.
their dad as the coach leading the way. I want to know though, like I read some articles. Shout out to the guys over there at Cronkite, who I think did a great article on you and your dad. At what point, like, where did you like decide, like, hey, we got to draw the line. You got to treat me like the rest of the guys. When did you guys have that Coach Carter moment, signing the contract, all that stuff, where you were like, hey, listen, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna. When did that happen?
I'll maintain the team gets a 4.0 GPA, I'll get a 4.2. The team does this, I'll do this. I got this. Did you do something like that?
A little bit, honestly. It started my freshman year. Kind of, he knew right away that like it was going to be different with me since I was a son. And freshman year it was a little shaky, but then it kind of like halfway year, he kind of just told me like, I gotta like you're one of my players now. I gotta treat you like that. There's no like father son relationship on the court. That's off the court. Once it's on, it's player and coach. And sometimes it like for me it slips like I get a little lazy, but then like he locks me back in, and which I love him for it because he kind of taught me a lot going along the way in which I could take into college.
What is something
In
that you're gonna take?
practice, did you
Hold on,
call
hold
him?
on, hold
Oh,
on,
go ahead, Chili.
hold on. Hey, Ryder, what is something that your dad was able to be there for you during high school that you're gonna take with you to college that you're still gonna be able to remember when he's not there coaching you?
Honestly, like one thing you really taught me was like you the confidence part really. It kind of just showed like he's not going to be there like to coach me next year, and I gotta like develop that mentality of like I'm one of the best. I could do anything I can. I've worked my butt off to where I've always like honestly could do anything on the court. And it sucks that like he's not going to be there, but I feel like I've really grown to that, and I'm gonna definitely continue that into the next couple years, especially with like some guys like in college, like coaches will ship them out right away if they're not like producing as well. And I feel like that will really help me, especially down the stretch, if I would get into like any slumps, anything bad at all.
When you were at practice, did you call him coach or dad?
Oh, definitely coach. My teammates would make fun of me if I called him dad.
Could you imagine? No, come on, dad. You had to, right?
Yeah.
Did
Oh,
it ever come
never.
out? Like, did you ever be like, what dad? Like, or did you always coach?
It was always coach.
Okay. I had to ask, Chili.
I love
You
that.
never know.
No, for sure.
You
No, I
never
get it. I
know.
get it. I get it.
Like maybe,
Hey,
like
people.
maybe you frustrated with dad. It just comes out. Oh,
Yeah.
dad, I'm a bad coach. I'll go get on the baseline. I'll go run now.
Hey, people press Bronny about that with LeBron. You know, call him dad or does he have to call him LeBron? So like, no,
Oh,
I
you
totally
got to
get
call
that.
him LeBron. Yeah, you can't do that in an NBA locker room. You can't do that.
You never know. Hey, Ryder, what are some things that you're really looking forward to in college though when you get out there to Boulder? Like what are some things that you just can't wait for besides getting on the court?
Honestly, I'm kind of it kind of sucks to say this, but I'm kind of ready just like to really meet some like new people, some new players. Like I love my Sunny Soap team, but since I'm going to college, I'm gonna have to like get to know the a new batch of guys in which like I can't wait for because I feel like on my even on my visit, kind of like fell in love with these guys. These guys are like the best. I want to be around these guys more on and off the court. Like they even put in the work. I've seen their games. I've been able to like to watch them practice, and it's just like these guys love the game as much as I do. And I just kind of want to play with these guys. And really on the court wise, I treat college kind of like club a little bit. I wasn't really like a 5 star or anything like that, which I had on my team. And I was the role of like the defender. I'm not going to get a lot of shots, which kind of upset me at first, but then I locked it in like kind of later down the line, and it really paid off. And over time, it's just like I've been able to prove myself that my role got bigger over time in club, and I've kind of treated that like college, but it's going to be a lot bigger scale compared to like some of the bigger guys, like stronger, all that.
Man, hey, listen, Ryder, I love your story, man,
Yeah,
and the
man.
things that you got to do, absolutely incredible. The one time that I did get to watch you, I believe it was your freshman year at Highland. I think you guys lost the game. You got a couple buckets, and but you like I don't know how to put it. The expression that you had, like you're like, I know we're better than these
Yeah.
guys. I cannot believe that this is happening, and I just love it. The aura that you have, man, on the court, like it's fun to watch, and you've been an example. You're part of this era of Arizona high school basketball that's taking Arizona high school basketball to that next level. The Peets, yourself, Diggs, everybody, Cam, like all you guys, and
Another
take
Cam.
a bow. Another Cam,
There's,
a different Cam,
there's
a
a lot of
much
Cams out there. Like I
longer,
just,
more athletic
yeah, yeah.
Cam.
Apparently, we play basketball now. I didn't know that. I'll meet with them and let y'all know what next camp is coming. Maybe it's baseball next. I don't know. Yeah,
Oh
right.
man.
Listen, man, we appreciate the time. Hey, real quick, I just gotta ask: are you good at all sports? Like, it's just or basketball is just your thing? Could you like?
I honestly in high school I chose basketball just to continue it, but honestly I loved football, loved kind of like
Why did you
baseball,
catch touchdowns
soccer.
from Luke Moga?
Man,
You could have been his guy
he
in
was
the end
he's
zone, his
trying to
red zone
protect his
target.
knees, Chili. All right.
Oh,
Listen, come on, man. He's playing club year round. It's a lot of wear and tear on the body. Let him
Oh no,
rest.
my man. My man's is an athlete. 17 rebounds. You're telling me he could have pulled down 17
Well,
touchdowns from Luke Moga rolling
listen,
out?
that's why I asked, because I figured that was the case. Ryder, you say college asked you to play a little receipt. Would you go do it?
oh yes, sir.
For
Well,
Coach Prime?
I don't know if I'd stay a receiver though. I like to tackle though.
Oh, he wants to come off the
He
edge.
wants to play
See?
safety or like
Oh,
corner or
see.
like
Maybe.
outside, take your head off
Outside
backer.
backer?
Yes,
Maybe,
sir.
maybe.
6'6". Hey,
Six
that
six,
might work.
17 rebounds, man. We seen JJ Watt swap passes. He taller than JJ.
Hey, on the court, Ryder, who do you model your game after? Who are some guys? I know you said you've kind of changed some things up, but I guess going into this season, like who are you hoping to model your game after? And then now, after the season, like as you get into college, who do you think you're gonna pattern yourself after?
Honestly, really right now, I've been able to kind of watch a lot of film and take a lot. Me and my trainer have been able just like watch a lot of film is on Shea Gillis Alexander,
Okay.
Devin Booker,
Book.
uh, man, I'm forgetting him right now. Brunson. Those are three
Oh,
great
Jalen.
examples.
Jalen
Like,
Brunson.
yes, sir. Like their mid-range game, how they play like being able to get into the paint, like play off 2 feet so well. I feel like once I actually add that, like that's just a regular in my game. I feel like that's gonna just take me so far in really basketball. And it's kind of hard with how athletic I am, knowing I could really do a lot off 1 foot, but then with those stronger, bigger guys, that's gonna be a lot harder to do. That's why I got to develop even more on my one step and kind of shooting a little bit better from around the farther away from the paint.
Ryder, when you
Okay.
get drafted, just don't forget about us, okay? From afar. We'll be there.
Hey,
Just be like, oh, there's Cam and Chili. What's up, y'all? All right, when that happens.
hey, we need
Right.
that
Just
first interview.
there we go. We got it. Ryder, we
We need
appreciate the
Declare.
time. Thank you so much, man. Congratulations. Congratulations to your dad, Sonny Slope, Open Division state titles. That's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
Thank you so
Incredible.
much.
There we go. There we go. Thanks a lot for the time, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having me.
There we go. There we go. Ryder Portello.
An
Man,
absolute
absolute
gift on
monster.
the basketball court. He
Man,
is
did you hear him, man?
uh,
Everybody in this valley is sniffling, man. We all
uh,
what's up with the
uh.
weather here, man?
Well, I mean, listen, my man just got done with a 30 plus game season, working
Yeah,
nonstop,
yeah,
nonstop at the
yeah.
highest level, at the highest level. No quack quack. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hold up.
I love what he does, what he brings to the court every time he steps on it. I didn't get out to enough basketball games. I got to see a bunch of the highlights and things like that. And like I said, I did watch him his freshman year when I was covering basketball just a little bit more, just a smidge more. But that kid's special, man. There's something to him. There's
Yeah.
something to him. He's got a certain aura, a certain it factor. Um, give him a shot, give him an opportunity, and he's gonna make a lot of people in Boulder really, really happy. And when he comes back to play ASU, we probably got to try to get him on the show again and chop it up.
Get you out here on this. Bobby Hurley, the head coach at ASU this time next week.
Well, it depends on if
If
he
what?
can get some dubskis
How many
in
dubs?
the Big 12 tournament. I
That's not
say
what
two.
that's not what I asked you. Is he the coach next week?
Yes, yes. Put me down for yes. Put me down for yes. I know that On Three and Pete
You
Nakos are
hold on,
saying,
stop it. Don't you bring them up. That's such BS. Let me tell you why. Because we've been saying all year that Bobby Hurley is not expected to return next year. That's not reporting. That's just putting on paper what all of us locally have covered and talked about all year long. So that's BS. They're also
well,
not
shout out
getting
to
it.
Michelle Gardner. Shout out to Michelle Gardner for putting somebody in their place on Twitter too
Yeah,
for
I mean it's
the exact same thing you're talking
they're
about.
not getting it from ASU, and that's a fact, Jack.
Yeah,
Period. ASU
no.
has not made up a decision. We've said it all year. Bobby Hurley was a lame duck coach coming in, final year of his contract. We all expected ASU to move on from him after 11 years. That's what we've all said.
We've talked about this.
That's what
we've talked about this on the show.
Nothing has changed. And for them to put out that report, like all of a sudden they got some intel. No. ASU has not told him anything. They haven't even met. The plan was to meet after the season. They're just repeating what we've said here locally. I'll say this. He would have to win the tournament.
He has to win the whole tournament?
That's what I believe. That's what I believe, Chili.
So you want him to move a mountain. You want him to move a mountain.
It's not moving a mountain. I just think to get in the tournament with this team.
It is not moving a mountain. Stop.
If he finished, I'll say this. If he gets the title game, the teams you'd have to upset to get there would get ASU in the tournament. So if he makes the NCAA tournament, I think he keeps his job.
Listen, I'm a Hurley advocate.
And that doesn't mean I'm not advocating. That doesn't mean I'm not.
No. I'm just saying. I want to see ASU keep him. I don't see another coach out there better than him. And I know,
Chili,
I know our guy.
You and I are the same. You and I are the same way. I don't either. The amount of stuff that Hurley has had to do at ASU, 11 years there is like 30 real life years. Before COVID, that building was sold out. The wall came down up top. He had a great roster. He was on the verge of making 3 tournaments in a row. That hasn't been done since like the 60s around here, maybe even before that. And then COVID hit, and it was tough for ASU to keep up on a limited budget, no NIL. He still found a way to get players here. They just all stabbed him in the back. And it's amazing what this year's team had been able to do. They listened to their coach, and look what happens. They respect their coach. They listen to him, and look, they've been able to do some incredible things. And so I wish Bobby had more time because I know he could get this ship right.
Agreed.
I wish he had more resources because I know he deserves to finish what he started. I'm with you. I don't believe he's going to get that chance.
Realistically, how much time are you thinking that he needs?
It's not time.
How much more
Chili.
time?
It's not time. It's ASU.
How much more time?
It's not time. ASU needs to make a bigger commitment to men's basketball. Hurry up and update this arena, right? Listen, the girls.
That's not happening anytime soon. Doesn't matter who the coach is.
It is the next. They're starting to do it. Over the next 3 years, it's going to be. It's going to change.
not. It's not going to be all the upgrades they need.
No, it's not. But it's going to at least bring it into the 1990s. They need to put more money behind the program, the same way they did with women's basketball. Listen, Molly Miller's going to have a challenge to upgrade that roster next year. Like, they're probably going to get in the tournament, but that schedule for them is going to get tougher. Bobby Hurley plays a tough schedule every year, and so it's ASU just needs to put more resources behind men's basketball.
Agreed.
The same way they did when Molly got hired, they put more resources behind women's basketball. It's a shame that Bobby won't get to at least I believe won't get to finish what he started. He deserves it. He's leaving ASU in a better place. Nobody cared more about the product that Bobby did when he was here. I wish things would have turned out differently for him. He's a good coach, and it'll be interesting. ASU has to make a commitment. When ASU makes a commitment to men's basketball, that program will win. All right, we got to go.
Great.
Anything out the door?
Yeah, make sure that you check in Chili's 2-piece with me and my guy Gridiron. We got a whole bunch of things going on inside the numbers, and I got a special guest, so make sure you watch the show. Just Chili TV.
How come they didn't come on this show?
Well, because we're running out of time.
Okay.
We hung out with Ryder.
Oh, look at you. Good answer there. Good night. God bless.
I booked Ryder.
All the lights stay on me. I treat the game like Wall Street. If not, it am times 10 with the benefits. Don't time is now. Now, whenever I can't look back, it's mine forever. The record is stacked. It's like the Letterman team on my back. The time is now. Now, whenever I'm making it count. Counting the times they counting me out. Straight out the mud, I'm making it out. I gotta get it. The time is now.